Hello everyone, welcome back to Making Ritchie Rich. Today I'm going to talk about why I'll never trade on Friday the 13th again. I posted up my last video on Friday the 13th where I talked about some of the mental health aspects of trading and just mental health in general. And I got a lot of good feedback from that, so I'm hoping to talk to a few people just generally chat, talk about how we feel about Betfair Trading and just how we deal with losses and celebrating their wins. So I think that's a nice aspect to go. It may not be for everybody who wants to just learn strategies. So it's just an extra thing to provide for people if they want to, maybe if they're struggling themselves, it's something they can tune into. Okay, but why I'll never trade on Friday the 13th, we'll find out in a minute. And welcome back. So Friday the 13th, to be specific, depends when you're watching this video, it was Friday the 13th of May, 2022. My last video I was just posted. I was getting ready to go off on holiday. I had a terrible, probably the worst week of my life, and the worst weekend of my life prior to that. And I was testing some strategy. So on Friday the 13th, I've been using a bot to just back test some strategies at 1p stakes. I currently had on this one strategy over 600 results and it was going great. Never had more than 2 losses back to back. I have been manually trading as well on markets for 2 days prior to this at higher stakes, and I've been working really well, very profitable. I was like, this is great. I'm going to be a millionaire. Richie's going to be rich. And the dream was gone on Friday, the 13th. So we'll do. I'm going to show you exactly what happened. So if anybody hasn't tuned in before and it's your first time watching, currently at the moment, my Betfair account has been limited to £100 deposits each month. So I've been very limited to what I can trade on. I'm trying to still sort it out with Betfair, constantly going back and forth with emails, proving how I earn my money, where my money comes from, that I do match betting, and even though it shows I've lost £5,000 or £6,000, which over Cheltenham I didn't actually lose, because if you know anything about match betting, I lost it at the exchange, but I won it back at the bookies. So it's a lot of to and fro, but still not sorted yet. So I'm limited to £100 stakes. So I've been just using my bot to test 1p stakes on strategies, just to use my Betfair account and find something profitable. So what I was doing, I found a really good one, testing it over in Smarkets exchange, because I've got a good bit of money in there that I can use, and working great. So what this strategy was, it was lay the third favourite. So in horse racing. So what I was doing was getting in, and I hadn't fine tuned it. This was just raw. So people will probably come at me in the comments, oh, you need to do so many horses in each race, or I was just raw testing. So it was literally, it's like any strategy, you can really go in and refine it as much as you want. But I was just raw data, just every UK and Ireland race there was, I was laying the third, okay? Between odds of, I think it was odds of 1 and 10, so no higher than 10. And I was using recovery. So what recovery will do, you can manually set up to whatever way you want your recovery to be. Manually, I was doing 100%. On the bot, I had it limited because I only had £100 in there. I didn't want it escalating too much. And I was testing 5 or 6 other strategies. So it was doing recovery over smaller amounts over each bet. So lay the third favourite. In all my testing, I had 500 races, which is still not a lot, but it was still pretty decent. Never once at the third favourite won twice in a row in the testing I'd done. Friday the 13th came. I decided to up my stakes. I put my bot to £1, working great all day. It's like, this is brilliant. I was manually doing it as well over on Smarkets. Only I was doing it at higher stakes. And then the worst happened. So I'm going to go over We'll get it up. So I lost my entire bankroll on Friday the 13th. As you can see there, £136.87p had gone from my account. Now I had some money left. I think I had a couple of pounds. I cut it short. I think now I have 94p, as you can see up there. So that is me until the end of the month. I can't do any Betfair trading at all. Which it breaks my heart because I was enjoying using the bot. The bot had been pretty good. But what we're going to do, I'm going to go scroll down so to show you what happened. 5 losses in a row. I think there was actually 6, and I stopped the bot, but I did another one on Smarkets. There were 6 in a row, I think, on that day. Now, I had the bot set up to enter the market, enter the trade 2 minutes before the race took off. So I picked whatever the third favourite was 2 minutes before the race starts. So you might say, oh, but that horse there wasn't. I didn't pick it. The bot does it automatically by what the odds are at the time, okay? So as you can see, first one, it lost £3.24 because it was doing recovery from a previous loss earlier on. Yeah, as you see here, there's a loss. So sorry, this is where the 6 came from. Maybe, yeah. A lot of losses that day. It was just a crazy day. But, and these B1P ones, they're my other strategies that I'm testing. So, I know it says 1p loss. I think that was maybe lay the favourite. Yeah, it would have been odds of 1.86. So I was doing lay the favourite and testing it, which for me actually works really well because the odds are so small, you don't have a bigger loss. It's easier to recover straight away on the next one. But I've seen that one go 5 or 6 in a row, where the favourite wins the race 5-6 times in a row. The lay the third, however, nope. Never more than 2 or 3. I think it was 2 in all my testing. So yes, so up here, the Royal Musketeer, 1340 at Newmarket, it was trying to recover £3.24 from a previous loss at odds of 10. And as you can see, I lost £29.15. So I then tried to recover on the next one. So the reason this is a bit different is because, yeah, the lady favourite would have been in that as well. So it won 3p. So there you go. But Pillow Talk, £3.28 of odds 6.8, it lost. And then we lost again at York, the grand old Duke of York. So what was it? Another £3.28 at £6.80. Or 6.8 odds, £19. And then again, the Silver Samurai, £23.92. And then Bad Company, £23.68. And to top it off, £26.60. Now, this is where I suppose it was a gamble, but it was also testing and having faith in my strategy, which clearly I shouldn't have had the faith in my strategy because it lost 5 in a row. Now, I've looked through a lot of data as well, and it is rare that sort of happens, but these things can happen. So I left on the Friday, going on holiday Saturday morning, minus £140. Plus, I lost money on my other account on Smarkets of, I think I stopped. So I think in total I lost £280 that day, which, yes, it was a loss, but on Smarkets I had made £300 that week trading. So it broke even, which is still a kick in the nuts, all that hard work and time that I put in was just undone. Now, I could have cancelled the bot, but I decided just to let it run, and that was my gamble that did not pay off. So I usually have it set up so it only has a max amount of losses, but I was pretty certain that this strategy, it's not going to happen, and it did. So not good. So my next video, what I plan to do is I plan to go in to Smarkets next week, and I'll do some trading there. I'm going to be doing the horse trading. Generally, I get on in the UK and Ireland races, and I'm just going to record a day my results, just laying the third or whatever strategy I'm doing, and we can see how it works. I'll be talking to a few people who would maybe be interested in coming on and doing a live stream with me some night, and we're just going to maybe just like a personal one-on-one with some people about Betfair trading, how they get started, the ups and downs of it for them, and just getting talking to some people out there, instead of just all about trying to make money. Let's talk to some people and see how they're finding it and keeping it real, which is kind of what I've always been about. What money am I making? And look, I'm showing you what money I lost. That's, for some people, that's not a lot of money. For some people, it's quite a lot. To me, it's a bit of both. Thankfully, I made that more than that money that week, so it's not the worst. But it's kind of, as I said, it's a kick in the nuts when you've just. I worked hard. I spent like 7 hours every day trading on markets to earn that money to be all and done, and matter of what, 2 hours. So back to the drawing board again. It's what I talked about in the last video. So about how emotionally we can get scared and not trade, or we get too cocky and we overtrade. For me, I was kind of confident that this would recover really quickly, so I just let it keep running. I'm still pretty confident. Again, it's with trading, like you have to look at the overall picture. Yes, this was a loss that day, a big loss that day, but am I in profit? Yes. So that's good. You can't win all the time, and it is just about cutting your losses. Again, it's about having an acceptable amount that we're willing to lose, and you have to decide that for yourself. I probably should not have kept going with that. That was arrogance, so that's wrong on my behalf. But I'll learn. I'll keep testing strategies. I've got one I'm working on at the moment that's got far better results than that one, which is good. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully now, once I get my Betfair account sorted, I can get more back into the tennis trades and the football trades, hopefully when they start back up. And I really like the tennis. The tennis is kind of, mentally, it's a bit more of a swing. The horse racing, you have that many horse races in a day. I prefer the horse racing, actually, because I have more chance to recover, and I have a strategy where I start off what I can lose and what I'm going to win. Whereas the tennis, you kind of enter and you're just kind of hoping, come on, and it's that one match, and then you're searching. Whereas I know with the horse racing, the next horse race is there. I don't have to go looking for a tennis match that matches sort of the criteria I'm looking for. But I got a lot of advice, and I think it was a couple of videos ago, about how to trade within the tennis market and using flash score to help you make decisions. So I plan to do that. I have every intention to do that once I get money back in Betfair. I might use a friend's Betfair account just for the purpose of doing a video and load some money into that. So I'll try and sort that out. But until then, if you've got anything you want me to try, or of anything you would like me to, I should be doing better, or it's a strategy you've heard of and you want to see if it works, I'll do it. I'll try it out. First of all, as well, I want to say a big thanks to everyone. In my last video, got a lot of feedback from people, and it was nice to see. I had a shitty week, and people were saying, like, it's nice to see that, you're not a YouTuber on, saying, oh, it's great, and Betfair is the way forward. We're all going to be millionaires. It's not that easy. Unfortunately, if it was, there would be a lot more millionaires. So a huge thanks for everyone. My views have like nearly doubled, tripled, and the subscribers just went up, and it's been very encouraging for me. So thanks very much, everyone. As I said, if you like this video, give me a like, throw a comment down below, let me know what you want to see more of, or what you want me to try, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.